going to battle every night with the guys who you've gone to battle with at the highest level, time and time and time again, you know the trust that you have and the bond that's there. And yet, and I think in any relationship in the world, the toughest thing is the tough conversations. Nobody wants to have the tough conversations, and yet that's Steve's job, to have those tough conversations. And it doesn't always feel great because, again, there's so much history there. And, to go to someone and say, yo, we want you to come off the bench after all that you've done, that's a hard thing to do. But I think ultimately when you have the type of guys that we have, you ultimately know that the most important thing is to win. And so whatever that takes, that's what we're all willing to do. And you've seen it over the years, right? Like, it wasn't just Clay this year. It was in a playoff series, Steph coming off the bench pretty much the entire playoff series. Myself coming off the bench. Clay went through it this year, but, and there was this big story around it, but he was actually the last one to go through it. Me and Steph came off the bench in pivotal times before he did, and so I think it just says a lot about the character of the guys in this organization and just riding with whatever it is that we think and, the coaching staff think is best for the team, and then going out there and whatever minutes it is that you're out there, making sure we're giving what it takes to win.
You were having a conversation with the referee going into one of the timeouts tonight. It felt like 6 or 7 teammates at various points came over and were almost trying to direct you away from him. Are you feeling that? And what is kind of that pull right now where clearly they seem to be a little bit more on high alert?
Yeah, it was cool. Steph was standing there, which was great because he heard how the referee talked to me, and he went immediately from talking to me to like, yo, you can't talk to him like that, and I think that's the wackest part about it. Like, you can say and speak to me however you feel, but if I say something back, it's attack. Like, that's whack to me. You miss a call, guy clubbed me across the face, and then you like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, get out my face. Like, who are you? You don't just get to not talk. Like, you missed a call. You can't get mad because you missed a call, and so it's a little crazy. But I appreciate the guys being there because it's a bit frustrating. Like, Austin gashed his elbow, hit me in the teeth. And it's no foul. I get hit in the face every single game, and I get no foul calls. I hit somebody in the face, I get thrown under the jail. But when I get hit in the face, we don't see it. I get hit in the face every single night. Like, and I'm not sure one time it's been called. But I fucking blow my breath on somebody and we're reviewing it for a flagrant foul. I don't get it. It's crazy to me.
Hey, Draymond, how would you compare what Steph has shown with his play and leadership compared to all his other great seasons?
I think it's been wonderful. Obviously, his play is still right up there at the top of the league with the best players in the league. But his leadership has continued to grow throughout the years, and I've had the honor of watching that growth over the course of the past 12 years. And he's just taking on more and more of a leadership role each and every year, giving guys more and more to follow. And when he speaks, you have to listen. When he speaks, it carries so much weight. And so it's just been good to see him grow. I obviously, his best job ever when it comes to leading, because he just continues to improve and improve. And, man, I've had more fun watching him grow as a leader than watching him grow as a player. Because growing as a leader, he's always been a leader, but he's grown vocally as a leader. He's grown. He's right on something as soon as it happened. He's not going to, before he would kind of just watch things play out, and then when he really needed to say something, he'd say it. Now something happens, he's right on top of everything. And I think it's been such a joy to watch and the reason that's been more fun for me to watch than the growth of his game is because that one requires him to step outside of his comfort zone. And yet now it seems like a very comfortable space for him, and that's beautiful to watch. When you can get comfortable with the uncomfortable, That's the ultimate growth that we all can have as individuals, and he's done that.
Steve said that this season, or in the past, I guess he's kind of held his breath during the non-Steph minutes, and